Yes, hello, hi there, welcome everybody. Hope you had a great weekend. This is going to be your next episode of Hot News, where we're going to go into the tech news that happened over the weekend. I'm your host, Brett, and we're going to jump right into the fact that Nvidia's given up on selling their own cards. Apple is maybe delaying a few things that we were expecting them to get, as well as the fact that AMD is keeping to their promises. So we're going to get into that after we talk about today's video sponsor. Friends, today's video is brought to you by Manscaped.com. Now, it's no secret that I was a fan of their Perfect Package Essentials Kit, especially the Lawnmower 3.0, but once you got your pumpkin patch all nice and neat to make sure you can find the pumpkin, the question is it ripe for picking? What are you doing before, during, and after making sure that your pumpkin patch is all ready to go? Well, that's where their new Crop Care Kit comes in handy. The new bundle includes the Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant, the Crop Reviver Ball Toner, the Crop Cleanser Hair and Body Wash, and the Crop Mop Single Package Hygiene Wipes, all in one handy on-the-go kit. And while the Crop Mop wipes are great for making sure that your pumpkin is in pristine condition, they're also great for wiping your insecurities away. So if you order today the Crop Cleanser Kit, you can use the link in the video description. You'll get 20% off your order, as well as the free foot duster. It's a new favorite product of mine, and it's good for on-the-go feet reduction to make sure that when you're trudging through the pumpkin patch that you don't get that nasty foot stank. Am I right? You just spray the Manscaped foot duster twice on your toes, and you'll get the cooling pH balancing effects from the tea tree oil and the sweat defense technology for all-day protection. Manscaped has all of the tools for your family of jewels. Make sure that your pumpkin is ripe for picking this Halloween season, and make sure that it's not as nasty as a Halloween jack-o'-lantern in November. You don't want any of that. So make sure that your pumpkins aren't giving your partner a fright by checking out everything at the link in the video description. 20% off using the code down below, as well as the free foot duster. Listen, friends, your balls will thank you. Your pumpkins will have a happy smile on their face. Let's talk about the big pumpkin in the room, which is Nvidia has apparently given up on selling their Founders Edition on their own website for the time being, but they haven't really mentioned when things are going to change. Them saying in a post over on their forums that we've heard your feedback regarding the Nvidia online store and we're working to improve the experience. In the meantime, we'll be selling our cards through our other partners. In the US, you can shop for Founders Edition at Best Buy, and then in Europe, they're going to continue to review their Founders Edition. This is odd, simply because Nvidia is the largest AI company in the world, essentially. They're making all the dang GPUs, and then they can't even stop freaking bots from buying their own cards, and so they have to revamp their entire store. Presumably, that's what they're taking this time off to do, is fix everything that's broken to actually be able to sell to people once again. So it looks like Best Buy is getting a sweet deal out of this. They are getting 100% of these Founders Edition cards, which is great for them, I suppose. I've always said, Nvidia, Best Buy. I think the main thing to take away from here with Nvidia not selling their cards on their website is that nothing's changed. Moving on, Dell has some custom RTX 30 series that they're going to be implementing into their own Aurora Alienware systems. They look like that. Probably not with all of the vape juice flying around, but I mean, if you want your Alienware full of vape juice, then by golly, you're a millennial.
Vape Nation!
Let's talk about AMD keeping their promises, because they said last week that they're going to be rolling out BIOS updates for the 500 series motherboards to actually work with the Ryzen 5000 chips, and it is indeed happening. You can just check the links in the video description if you want to see all of these boards that have been updated to support the new Ryzen 5000 series of chips. It's a whole bunch, so you can check that link in the video description, get more details there. Or, you could just buy the things in this platform right now, because Google's apparently beta testing some YouTube in-app purchasing going on for integrated shopping with regards to things that YouTubers such as ourselves promote in their videos. So let's say I'm promoting the Ryzen 3 3100. Instead of me having an affiliate link to Newegg or Amazon, I would have an integrated, hopefully, affiliate link here on the YouTube channel itself, which would make it simple and easy for you to actually buy stuff. But the only way this works, I can see it, is if they actually give the creators a cut of the revenue. If YouTube's taking the money and not giving anything to the creators, we're still just going to be using our affiliate links. We're not going to use your stupid tagging system. Not going to happen. Speaking of tagging, Apple's not going to be tagging things very soon, because the AirTags that were supposed to get announced with tomorrow's announcement of the iPhone 12, well, according to the well-regarded leaker John Prosser from Front Page Tech, check, he's indicated that they have been pushed back to March of 2021. And on top of that, indicating that the reason that the iPhone 12 tomorrow will not be announced with a 120 hertz screen is because of battery life. It chews through battery along with the 5G update, and then the easiest thing for them to sell was the 5G upgrade and not necessarily the 120 hertz screen. It should be coming next year, but in case you want an 120 hertz iPhone, you will just have to use an iPad. Just hold that up. That's big boomer energy right there. You got it. That's not the only Apple news we have with regards to shipping out the iPhone 12 with the logistical complexities that are going on with the coronavirus. They're going to actually be shipping them from their stores instead of just from their normal distribution centers or directly from China, simply because of logistical complications. So their retail stores going to start shipping things out if they have them in stock. And last little bit of Apple news, everything's the same when it comes to their fight with Epic Games. Epic Games is like, stop blocking us, you don't like, you mean. And Apple's just like, you did this, you're punching yourself in the face and then blaming me because I'm letting you do it. And the judge is just like, yeah, you don't have to reinstate Fortnite. Don't block their other stuff, but just let them keep punching themselves in the face with not getting Fortnite revenue. Speaking of video games, Warframe has announced that they're going to be getting a new rendering engine as well as RTX and DLSS, multiple S's. And you can see here the difference in lighting that's going to be coming out with the new engine compared to the previous, with them saying that DLSS and RTX should be involved in Warframe's future. Sony also announcing the games that shouldn't work on the PS5 from the PS4, and apparently it's a list of 10 games, which isn't actually all of that bad. So if any of these affect you, this list right here, I'm so sorry that Joe's Diner is not a PS5 launch title. But Sony also giving details not just on the fact that they might be compatible, but certain games might actually get game boost features to run at a higher frame rate or just run smoother in general, and them saying that you should just hold off. Not everything's going to work 100%, but most games are going to be totally fine. 99% of your games are going to work. This game I want to work really well. This is actually an interesting concept. The medium that's supposed to be coming out on the Xbox, which actually renders two worlds simultaneously and you switch between the two. It's a kind of horror thriller game coming out December 10th for PC, Xbox Series X and S. And The Outer Worlds is coming out to Steam on October 23rd in case you hate Epic Games for whatever reason, or Microsoft Game Store or Game Pass. You know, I still can't tell the difference between The Outer Worlds and The Outer Wilds, but you know, whatever. Worms Rumble, the Battle Royale Worms game, announced to have a November 6th beta that's happening, as well as a full release on PS4, PS5, and Steam on December 1st in case you want to play Worms, but with friends. And I want to leave you with this little friendly note, which is onions are sexy, okay? They're so sexy that Facebook's nudity spotting AI decided that they were too sexy to have on the platform. Just look at those delicious onions. Onions are my favorite food, no cap. I thoroughly enjoy an onion, not sexually, obviously, but I can see why an AI would be turned on by an onion and then strike it. So they said that it broke the rules with overtly sexual positioning and saying listings may not position products or services in a sexually suggestive manner. It's because there's like a gap right there. What? I don't understand. Well, with Facebook responding, we use automated technology to keep nudity off of our apps, but sometimes it doesn't know a Walla Walla onion from a, well, you know. So if you get turned on by onions, you're the same as a robot. Are you a robot? Well, you might have been a robot if you continued watching this entire episode of Hot News. I don't know why I'm insulting you guys like that, but don't forget about today's video sponsor. Don't forget that today's video is brought to you by manscaped.com. Check them out at the link in the video description to save 20% off the crop care kit. Get the free foot duster. Make sure your pumpkin patch is all good, that your pumpkins are visible. Number one, although that doesn't work in this metaphor. But then number two, that they ain't all nasty. Okay? Nobody's picking the nasty pumpkin, friends. They gotta be clean. They gotta be round. They gotta be supple. They've gotta be large, able to carve into. This metaphor is going nowhere. Check them out at the link in the video description. Save 20%. That's the end of this episode of Hot News. Hit the like button, get subscribed. We'll see you here tomorrow for the next tech thing happening. Bye.